Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're counting down the top 20 turn-based RPGs you can play on Nintendo Switch right now. These games offer amazing stories and fun combat that will keep you hooked for hours. I've played all of these games myself, so let's dive into the list. Sea of Stars is a beautiful love letter to classic RPGs like Chrono Trigger. You play as two kids named Valere and Zale who become celestial warriors with sun and moon powers. They must stop an evil alchemist from using dark magic to destroy the world. The combat uses time button presses to boost your attacks and reduce damage, making every battle feel interactive. You can combine different party member abilities to create powerful combo attacks. The pixel art looks stunning and there are no random encounters, so battles feel meaningful. The story is about friendship and destiny without being too complicated. Combat flows smoothly with a lock system where you can stop enemies from using their strongest attacks by hitting them enough times. This game respects your time and is perfect for people new to JRPGs who want something that looks and sounds amazing. Pokemon Legends Arceus completely changes the Pokemon formula by taking you to ancient times when people feared Pokemon. You play as a researcher who gets sent back in time to the Hisui region and must create the first Pokedex. Unlike other Pokemon games, you can catch Pokemon by sneaking up and throwing Pokeballs without battling first. When you do battle, the game uses a new speed-based turn system where faster Pokemon can attack multiple times. You complete research tasks by watching Pokemon use specific moves or behaviors in the wild. The story involves legendary Pokemon causing problems and your role in stopping them. You can craft items and Pokeballs using materials found while exploring. The graphics aren't the best on Switch, but the gameplay changes make this feel fresh after 25 years of similar Pokemon games. It focuses more on exploration and observation than traditional gym battles. Triangle Strategy puts you in charge of a young lord caught between three nations fighting over salt and iron resources. The main feature is a voting system where your party debates important story decisions and you must convince them through dialogue. Combat happens on grid battlefields where positioning matters a lot. You get extra damage from behind and can use environmental hazards like fire. Each character has unique weapons and abilities that work together in different ways. The story deals with war, politics, and tough moral choices, with no clear good guys or bad guys. The HD 2D art style makes everything look like a moving painting. Battles require real strategy since rushing in usually gets you killed. You need to think about terrain, character placement, and enemy weaknesses to win. The story has multiple paths based on your choices and the characters you convince during voting segments.
狙います押し切れそうです逃さん
Suikoden 1 and 2 HD Remaster Gate Rune and Dunan Unification Wars. This collection has two classic RPGs about political plots and rebellion. In the first game, you're an Imperial Guard who discovers government corruption and joins rebels. The second follows a war hero's son uniting factions against invaders. Both games let you recruit 108 different characters called the Stars of Destiny, each with their own story and abilities. Combat includes regular turn-based battles, large army fights, and one-on-one duels using rock, paper, scissors mechanics. The stories are mature and deal with loyalty, betrayal, and war's cost. Your recruitment choices affect the story and ending you get. The HD Remaster adds faster battles and better menus while keeping the original feel. The political stories are surprisingly deep for older games. Army battles let you command huge forces while duels test your ability to read opponent patterns. These games influence many later RPGs with their character recruitment system and branching storylines. Chained Echoes mixes classic JRPG elements with modern improvements. You control heroes trying to stop a war while dealing with ancient mechs and magic. Combat uses an overdrive system where building too much power actually hurts your party, so you must balance offense and defense carefully. You can pilot giant mechs in some battles, which completely changes how combat works. There are no random encounters and no experience levels. Instead, characters get stronger through equipment and learned skills. The world is full of secrets and the story has multiple twists that keep you guessing. The sprite art combines fantasy with steampunk technology beautifully. It's made by people who clearly love classic RPGs but wanted to fix their annoying problems. Boss fights require strategy and preparation rather than just high levels. The lack of grinding means you focus on story and exploration instead of repetitive battles. Tokyo Mirage Sessions FE Encore. This weird crossover combines Fire Emblem characters with modern Tokyo and the entertainment industry. You play as teenagers who summon Fire Emblem heroes as spiritual partners called Mirages to fight dimensional creatures. The story focuses on Japanese pop culture as your characters become idols, actors, and models while saving Tokyo. Combat uses weapon weaknesses like Fire Emblem, but in turn-based format where hitting weaknesses gives extra attacks. Characters learn skills by crafting weapons from enemy materials. The game has bright anime visuals with elaborate musical performances. Session attacks let multiple party members chain combos for massive damage. The idol theme might seem strange, but the gameplay is solid and the story gets engaging once you accept its unique style. Dungeon design is creative with puzzles that use the entertainment theme. While not for everyone, it offers something completely different from other RPGs. Bravely Default 2 brings back the job system where characters mix abilities from different classes. You follow 4 heroes collecting crystals while uncovering a religious conspiracy. The Brave and Default system lets you save turns by defending, then unleash multiple attacks for strategic advantage. There are over 20 jobs, from classic ones like Black Mage to unique ones like Gambler. Each job has passive abilities you can use with other classes, creating tons of customization. The story has several plot twists and characters develop well over 60+ hours. You can adjust random encounter rates based on your preference. The art style looks like a fairy tale book come to life. Combat requires thinking about job combinations and when to use Brave Default's mechanics. Boss battles are challenging and often require specific strategies to win. It's a great example of how to modernize classic JRPG mechanics without losing their charm. The Legend of Heroes Trails to Azure continues the Crossbell story where Detective Lloyd Bannings and his team investigate crimes in a city caught between major powers. The story deals with corruption, organized crime, and supernatural threats while developing deep character relationships. Combat uses turn-based battles on a grid where positioning affects abilities and damage. Characters can perform combination attacks, and turn order depends on action timing. The world building is incredibly detailed with hundreds of NPCs who have ongoing stories that change as you progress. Quests range from helping citizens to major investigations affecting the main plot. This game concludes storylines from previous Trails games very satisfyingly while setting up future events. The political intrigue is complex but well explained. Battle system rewards strategic thinking about positioning and turn order. It's the perfect ending to the Crossbell arc with emotional payoffs for longtime series fans.
俺の番だな。
行きます。そこ。
任せるがいい。チャー。
Live Alive tells 7 stories across different time periods from prehistoric to far future. Each chapter has different characters and mechanics while using the same combat system. The prehistoric chapter has no dialogue, the Western feels like a movie, and the ninja chapter focuses on stealth. Combat happens on grids where positioning and timing matter since attacks have different ranges and charge times. Each story is short but focused, and they connect in the final chapter in surprising ways. The HD 2D remake adds voice acting and updated music while keeping the experimental storytelling. Some chapters let you avoid fights through clever choices while others focus on combat. It's unique because it jumps between genres and time periods while staying cohesive. The variety means everyone will find chapters they love. Boss battles require different strategies based on each chapter's theme and mechanics. Super Mario RPG brings Mario into turn-based RPGs with perfect charm and humor. Bowser's castle gets destroyed by invaders, forcing Mario, Peach, and Bowser to team up and save the Mushroom Kingdom. Combat uses timed button presses to boost attacks and reduce damage, making battles interactive instead of passive. You can perform special team attacks when party members work together. The game includes platforming sections between battles that feel like classic Mario. Characters learn abilities by leveling up and finding hidden items. The story is surprisingly funny, with Bowser as a party member creating great comedy moments. Boss battles are creative and require specific strategies. The remake adds modern improvements like better menus and faster battles while keeping the original's perfect balance. It works for both RPG veterans and newcomers because it's accessible but has depth. This is the gold standard for how to make RPGs appealing to everyone. Mario and Luigi Brothership takes the brothers to a new ocean world called Concordia, where islands have been scattered by a mysterious force. Mario and Luigi must reconnect these islands using their ship base called Ship Shape Island, while investigating what caused the separation. Combat uses the series' signature timing-based system where you control both brothers at once, pressing different buttons to make them jump, hammer, or dodge attacks. Brothers can perform powerful combination attacks together and counterattack when timed correctly. The game includes special Luigi logic moments where Luigi's unique thinking helps solve puzzles in unexpected ways. Each island has its own theme and problems to solve, from helping a cooking competition to fixing a dance festival. The writing is full of humor and wordplay that makes even simple conversations entertaining. New battle mechanics include bros attacks that require precise timing and plug-in abilities that modify your stats in interesting ways. Dragon Quest III HD 2D Remake updates the classic RPG that defined many genre conventions with beautiful modern visuals. You play as a young hero following in their father's footsteps to defeat the evil archfiend Baramos, who threatens the world. The story is simple but effective, focusing on the journey and characters you meet rather than complex plot twists. Combat uses classic turn-based mechanics, where party formation and spell timing are crucial for success. You can create your own party members by choosing their classes and personalities, which affect how they grow and act in battle. The game includes both monster fighting and recruiting, letting you add creatures to your party alongside human characters. The HD 2D art style makes everything look like a living painting, while keeping the original's classic gameplay intact. There are multiple difficulty options, so both newcomers and veterans can enjoy the experience. The world map exploration feels epic, as you gradually uncover new continents and face increasingly powerful challenges. Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance puts you in post-apocalyptic Tokyo where you become a Nahobino, a being that can fuse with demons and use their powers. The story deals with war between angels and demons while questioning religious beliefs and moral choices. Combat focuses on exploiting enemy weaknesses to gain extra turns, but enemies can do the same to you, creating intense strategic battles. You can recruit demons by talking to them during battle, then fuse them together to create stronger allies with new abilities. The demon fusion system has hundreds of possible combinations and inherited skills, making party building very deep. Exploration takes place in large desert areas filled with secrets, demons to fight, and items to collect. The Vengeance Edition adds a new storyline path with different characters and endings based on your choices. Boss battles are extremely challenging and require careful preparation and strategy. The mature themes and difficult gameplay make this perfect for players who want a serious, thought-provoking RPG experience. Dragon Quest XI-S tells the story of a young man who discovers he's the reincarnation of an ancient hero called the Luminary, destined to save the world from darkness. The plot follows classic hero's journey structure, but executes it perfectly with memorable characters and emotional moments. Combat uses traditional turn-based mechanics enhanced by the pet power system, where characters can enter special states that unlock powerful combination attacks. Each party member has unique weapon skills and magic abilities that complement each other in different ways. The world is massive, with multiple kingdoms to explore, each with their own cultures and problems to solve. Character development is handled through skill panels, where you allocate points to learn new abilities and stat increases. The game includes both 3D and 2D modes, letting you switch between modern and classic presentation styles. Side quests are meaningful and often tell touching stories about the people you help. This is considered one of the best traditional JRPGs ever made because it perfects classic formulas without feeling outdated.
Go on! You can do it!
Persona 4 Golden combines high school life simulation with supernatural mystery solving in the rural town of Inaba. You play as a student investigating a series of murders connected to a mysterious TV world where people's shadows come to life. During the day, you attend school, build friendships, and work part-time jobs that strengthen your abilities. At night and on weekends, you enter TV dungeons to rescue victims and fight shadow creatures using personas. Combat uses turn-based battles where exploiting weaknesses gives extra actions, and you can capture new personas to expand your abilities. The social link system means spending time with friends directly improves your combat effectiveness while developing meaningful relationships. Each party member represents a different high school archetype, but develops into a complex character through the story. The murder mystery keeps you guessing while dealing with themes like accepting yourself and facing uncomfortable truths. The Golden Edition adds new characters, story content, and gameplay improvements that make this the definitive version.
I smell 2 enemies! Beat them up!
Counting on you! Persona!
It's over! I couldn't do it.
2 enemies left!
Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door brings back the beloved RPG mechanics from the original Paper Mario with improved graphics and gameplay. Mario must collect 7 crystal stars to open the legendary Thousand-Year Door, while Princess Peach gets kidnapped by an ancient demon. Combat uses action commands where timed button presses increase damage and reduce incoming harm, making every battle engaging. Mario gains different abilities by partnering with characters like Goombella the Archaeology student and Flurry the Cloud Spirit. The paper aesthetic is used creatively for puzzle solving, like turning sideways to slip through cracks, or rolling into a tube to reach new areas. Each chapter introduces new partners and locations with unique themes, from a wrestling tournament to a mystery on a luxury train. The writing is full of humor and clever references while maintaining the charming Mario universe tone. Badge system lets you customize Mario's abilities by equipping different combinations that affect stats, attacks, and special moves. This remake updates the graphics and fixes quality of life issues while preserving everything that made the original special. Octopath Traveler 2 improves on the original's formula with 8 new characters, each starting their own story that gradually connects with the others. The HD 2D art style looks absolutely stunning, combining detailed pixel art with modern lighting and effects. Combat uses a boost system where you can save up points to power up attacks, and a break system where hitting enemy weaknesses leaves them vulnerable. Each character has unique field abilities, like Casti can concoct items anywhere, while Hikari can challenge NPCs to duels. The job system lets characters learn abilities from different classes, creating lots of customization options for building your perfect party. Day and night cycles change available NPCs and story options, encouraging exploration at different times. Each character's story deals with mature themes like revenge, corruption, and redemption while maintaining hope and heroism. Boss battles require strategy since you need to break enemy defenses before dealing significant damage. The game respects your time with no random encounters and the ability to speed up or slow down battle animations based on your preference.
What's our plan of attack?
I'll run you through!
Prepare yourself. My blade sings. It's my turn. I'll cut you down.
Fire Emblem Three Houses puts you in the role of a teacher at a military academy where you choose one of 3 houses to lead and train. The story explores war, politics, and moral choices as your students grow from teenagers into key figures in a continental conflict. Combat takes place on grid-based battlefields where positioning, terrain, and unit types create deep tactical gameplay. Each student can be trained in different weapon types and classes, letting you customize their growth based on your strategy preferences. The monastery serves as a hub between battles where you can teach students, build relationships, and explore side activities. Your choices determine which students you can recruit from other houses and how the story unfolds across multiple branching paths. The game includes romance options and character relationships that affect combat performance through support bonuses. Time management is crucial since you have limited actions each month to train students and build bonds. Multiple playthroughs reveal different perspectives on the same events, making each route feel like a completely different story despite sharing characters and settings.
Weak. Did you underestimate me?
Try harder!
You never had a chance.
The LUNAR Remastered collection includes 2 classic RPGs about Alex, a young adventurer who dreams of becoming a hero like his idol Dragon Master Dyne. The first game follows Alex's journey to become a Dragon Master and save the goddess Alfina from an evil threat. Combat uses traditional turn-based mechanics, but includes positioning elements where moving closer to enemies increases damage, but also makes you more vulnerable. Magic spells have different ranges and areas of effect, making spell placement crucial for success. The games are famous for their extensive voice acting and animated cutscenes that bring the story to life. Character development focuses on relationships between party members, with romance elements that feel natural rather than forced. The world building creates a fantasy setting that feels lived in and believable. Boss battles often require specific strategies, and the difficulty can be challenging but fair. This collection updates the graphics and adds quality of life improvements while preserving the original game's emotional storytelling and classic JRPG gameplay that influenced countless other games in the genre.
La 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 la.
Persona 5 Royal is the ultimate version of one of gaming's most stylish and compelling RPGs. You play as a high school student who gains the power to enter people's hearts and steal their corrupted desires, changing their behavior in the real world. The story tackles serious themes like abuse of power, social injustice, and finding your place in society while maintaining hope and friendship. Combat uses turn-based battles where exploiting weaknesses is crucial, and you can negotiate with enemies to recruit them as personas. Daily life simulation includes going to school, working part-time jobs, studying, and building relationships that directly improve your combat abilities. Each palace represents a corrupted adult's twisted desires as elaborate themed dungeons with puzzles and stealth elements. The confidant system creates meaningful relationships with supporting characters that provide both story development and gameplay benefits.
It's been a while since we last, but this time.
Persona! Go down!
And that's our top 20 turn-based RPGs on Nintendo Switch. These games offer incredible stories and strategic combat that will keep you entertained for hundreds of hours. Each one brings something unique to the table. Which game is your favorite? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more Nintendo Switch content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.